Also have a problem. I have a customer with a dead set budget of 150 for an SUV, but her budget and what's available doesn't match.
She's dead set on a payment, wants an SUV, so her budget and what's available isn't matching. You know, we've made some videos, I've seen some comments. Some are saying that, you know, dealers are the one that are causing this problem. I don't get to buy a vehicle any cheaper. I have to pay what the market demands of the vehicle. And here's the biggest problem. We have a lot of people that are looking at the bottom end of the market because cars, I fully agree, have gotten too expensive. I think the average new car price at $66,000 is bananas. But don't forget, all of that has to trickle down the market. And you have a lot of new Canadians that have come to the country that aren't looking to buy a $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 vehicle. They're looking for a starter vehicle. And that has really driven up the bottom end of the market. And as those cars have gotten more expensive, the other interesting part is reconditioning on those cars have gotten more expensive. If we go back just a little bit more than 5 years ago, the average used car price in Canada was $24,000. Today, it's like $36,000. So you're not imagining it, right? Cars have gotten more expensive, but I also remember 5 years ago when I went into the grocery store, egg, cheese, milk, and bread were less expensive than they are now, right? I could have bought a used car for $24,000. Yes, 5 years ago, that was a case. Unfortunately, today, not. The big problem is you have customers that buy a car maybe once every 4 years. The market is radically different than it was. So that's part of the other problem, that you have people that are conditioned and say, well, I used to, but that's not the reality in today's market. And as a dealer, I wish cars were less expensive. You do have dealers in that lower end of the market that the only way they can save is by not reconditioning the car 100% properly. You always want to buy an inexpensive car. You never want to buy a cheap car. You can always get that car inspected by a third party that you can trust, because it's very expensive to fix cars, and there could be people that aren't fixing them properly.